Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. I haven't done a video like this in quite some time, so I'm going to be doing basically a full face tutorial, spring edition, spring look if you will, for March 2019 or spring 2019, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this is basically going to be my take on this year's spring kind of glam natural type of look if you will. That's at least what I'm gonna go for. Not that that's gonna probably happen because usually when I plan out something it does not turn out the way I want it, so we're just gonna call it a spring look and try our best, and yeah. So without further ado, let's get straight into this tutorial. I'm gonna be moisturizing and priming my skin using the Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base and put some of this on the skin. I've already done my brows, so there's no need to do those on camera. I used the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I think it was either ash or brunette, I'm not sure. Might have been ash. And I'm gonna go straight into the eyes. So I'm probably gonna use the Norvina palette and some of my single shadows from ColourPop. That's what I'm gonna go with. Ignore my top. My eye look might not match what I'm wearing, so just ignore it. Okay, to prime my eyes, I'm gonna use my Lorac eyeshadow primer. And I'm gonna blend that out with my finger. Okay, then I'm gonna jump into the Norvina palette and I'm gonna jump into the shade Base, which I'm gonna use as a base. Done. I'm using my Crown brush, flat shader brush to set that. There's a little bit of a sheen to the shade, like it's like a slight shimmer, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna jump into the shade Love as my transition shade, and I'm gonna use this Zoeva brush. I don't know which one this is. 221 Luxe Soft Crease brush. Then I'm going to take a slightly thinner brush and I'm going to jump into the shade Eccentric, and I'm going to put that a little bit lower than where I put the pink shade. I'm going to end up taking this ColourPop shade in Slim Fit, and I'm probably going to put that over my crease shade because I feel like it needs to be a little bit more peachier. Then I'm going to take the shade Wild Child from the Norvina palette, and I'm just going to use my finger to pop that on the lid. So the eyes are looking like so far. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I'm going to take this Profusion brush and dip into Incense. And I'm just gonna put that up top right there, kind of blend everything out. And I'm gonna take that base shade that I use as my base and kind of smooth everything. Okay, now I'm gonna start on my face. I'm going to prime my skin using this Essence Healthy Glow Pore Minimizing Effect Primer. Doesn't reduce pores like it says, but I do want that glowy look, so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna rub that in my hands and just apply that to my face. Then I'm gonna take my favorite foundation from Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This has SPF in it, which is great. And it's a light coverage, which I don't like heavy coverage, so that's probably why I like this foundation so much. And I'm, for once, gonna take a brush and I'm gonna blend that in. I'm probably going to go over it with a beauty blender just to smooth it out. I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge and spritz a little bit of that ColourPop All-Star Setting Spray. And I'm going to smooth out my foundation, make sure it's all blended and there's no lines from that foundation brush. I'm too lazy to wet my beauty blender, so that's why I'm doing this. and then it looks fine. So yeah. Then I gotta wet my beauty blender more because I'm gonna be using concealer. Ooh, wrong way. Only thing I don't like about this spray is it shoots out so much. It's insane. I'm gonna use the Fenty concealer. I have the shade 100, which is a lot lighter than me. So that's why I only use a little bit under my eyes and that's it. Yeah. See how bright that is? I barely even put any and it is so bright. If you want to look awake, I'd use super light shade and use the Fenty concealer. Alright, to set that concealer, I'm using my Laura Mercier setting powder, which is my holy grail. So that's what I'm gonna use. And I try really hard not to squint at this point while setting my under eyes. See how flawlessly smooth that looks. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Healthy Powder from Physicians Formula. I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics brush and dip into that and just pat in to the skin. And it is a Physicians Formula day. I'm gonna use the Butter Bronzer to bronze up the skin. This is the light bronzer. It smells so good. This is my very first one and it still smells really good and it still works. I don't know how long I've had this. I've had this for at least 2 years. They say makeup expires, but what does it mean by expire? Like, does it stop working? Does it get moldy? Because I don't see any mold or anything. There's nothing wrong with it. So I've had this probably for 2 years, but I don't see what's wrong with it. Okay, we're bronzed up a bit. Still looking bright under the eyes, but that's okay. Oh, that's what I forgot to use. This is a liquid highlighter from Galactic, but it's like a moussey kind of highlighter. I don't know if this will work on, I don't know if it'll take off my, ooh, that's bright. So I have the shade Moonlight. These are the Skin Glow highlighters from Galactic, and that is bright. I don't know, I can't tell if it took off any foundation. Doesn't look like it, so that's a good sign. Good way to test that out. Got highlighter on. For blush, I'm going to dip into the Naturals palette from Too Faced. This is a face palette, and I'm going to dip into Pink Wink, which is this bright pink shade. Tap off a lot because these are pigmented, as you can tell. I'm trying this thing where I put on highlighter first and see how that works out. I'm going to blend this out because it looks funny. How's it looking? It looks okay. Might need to pop up another highlighter, so I'm going to take Satin Sheets in this palette and kind of just go over it. Even though it might be a bit intense, but who cares? There's that. Now we're going to finish up the rest of the eyes. Okay, to finish up the eyes, I have this Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener. I'm going to use that on my inner corners, and to be honest, I'm not really liking my eyelid shade, so I might end up just popping this on top and putting another shade on. So I'm using this as a base, and I'm going to take the shade Dreamer in the Norvina palette using a flat kind of synthetic brush. I'm just gonna blend that out with a clean brush. Okay, what else do I want to do? I know I want to grab this brown shade called Feathered, and I'm gonna put that on my lash line. I kind of want to add a bit more pink. I'm gonna take the shade For Sure which I think came out 2 summers ago. I can't remember. And I'm gonna put that in my crease. Kind of give it a little bit more of a springy vibe. I'm gonna take that shade again and put that under my lash line. Then I'm gonna take Eccentric again that I use in my crease and put that under my lash line as well. Then for lips, I'm gonna use the shade Sphinx from ColourPop. This is their this is their Luxe Blur lipsticks. And then for mascara, I'm gonna use the ColourPop mascara. And that completes this entire spring look. What do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my take on a kind of springy, vibey look. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'd truly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!